With all of the minor talk that has been going around Clash Royale recently, it's been so popular that I had to play some minor 2.8 control here today. So let's hop into some ladder matches and see how we do. We're in the first game here against ISO Breezy. Gonna go for the wall breaker split first play like this and just get the early pressure going. A Hog Rider instantly comes down, so let me go for my Knight Spear Goblins. I'm also gonna log this. Kind of sucks that I don't have my Bomb Tower in rotation. We have to overspin quite a bit right there, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go for the wall breakers on this left-hand lane. He's got Hog XC, it looks like, so hopefully he doesn't get the King Tower activation here with the wall breakers. He does not. Nice, he messed that up right there. That's actually a huge mistake. Early on in this game, because that is the difference between me getting 0 damage and him having King Tower and us being up over 1,000 in the very beginning of this game. But yeah, lots of interesting controversy in Clash Royale today, and of course the last week. It's been a very weird week for sure, that's all I'm gonna say. But miners connecting on tower for a few hits will definitely take that right now, and then I can just go for my Spear Goblins the river, apply the pressure, and continuously be annoying. That's kind of how this deck works. On offense, you're pretty much always going to be just cycling cheap cards and being annoying with them. And then on defense, you've kind of got to at least do a little bit more skillful things defending most of the time. I would say Bomb Tower is a bit underrated on the defensive end, just with the impact that it has and how easy it is to defend with, especially against pushes like Hog Rider decks. But I'm going to Wall Breakers into this. This is kind of a weird play. I'm actually going to Poison instantly as well because he does Executioner. Now, that might have been too much. We'll see. If he is able to punish me, I'm not really sure he'll be able to, though. I can just go for the Bomb Tower like this, which should take out that Hog fairly easily. Then I can go for my Knight behind on top of that Executioner, and yeah, we should be chilling. So, not the greatest Hog Rider by him ever. I feel like he just wasted that completely, since I was already probably going to Bomb Tower either way. But just going to go Miner in the back, and then he's probably going to NATO so many Evo Bats like this. Dang, I was trying to predict him going Tornado there, because think about it. If he played the NATO, he would have been too low to go for anything else, really, that could kill my Bats. These Bats are still getting infinite value. I mean, Evo Bats are broken, man. Look at that. That was an Evo Valkyrie. That's not even going to stop them. Oh my goodness, that's game. Dude, Evo Bats single-handedly just won me the Clash Royale match. He's going to go ahead and NATO my King Tower, which is honestly fair enough because this game is already over. So let's hop into our next one and keep the momentum flowing. Found our next match here against 2 Funeral. I'm just going to go for the Wall Breaker split again first play. I feel like it's always a safe play. So he goes for the Heal Spear and the Bandit. Okay, that makes me think immediately some type of either Bridge Spam or 3 Musketeers deck just off of my years of playing this game. I'm going to go Spears the Bridge as well and be a nuisance. Now, he does arrows on top of that. That makes me think he's definitely got a Bridge Spam deck. So I'm going to go for the Log on top of this. Usually 3 Musketeers never plays arrows. That's why I'm saying that. He goes for a Collector though, so maybe I'm wrong. Wait, I have an idea. Let me go for the Miner in the back. He's going to expect that on his pump. Yes, oh, beautiful play. That is such a good play because now we're going to get the Wall Breaker connection as well. On top of that tower, and I can just go for my Bats late on top of these Barbarians. He might Heal Spirit this if he wants to, but it's not down in time. It's not going to actually threaten me. He actually somehow misses 2 of the Bats as well. I don't even know how that's possible. We're just going to go for the Spear Goblins like this right here. Royal Ghost does come down, and now he does have that one deck with the Battle Ram as well, so I think we should be able to defend against this for the most part because Bomb Tower in this matchup is going to be absolutely ridiculously good. Queen, though, for him is going to be really annoying. I don't really have the greatest response like to the Archer Queen in my deck. I mean, we do have Poison, which is good against it, but other than that, we really don't have great responses. Knight's not the greatest, especially because we have the Hero. I mean, Hero's okay, but Evo Knight against Queen is one out of every 3 times kind of a bailout. Let's go for the Miner. I'm going to put it all the way in the back here because he's probably not going to be able to catch that one. Let's go for the Evo Wall Breakers, the bridge, to, distract that Queen as well. I probably should have put them even more directly on top of the Archer Queen, but it's still fine. The Bats are going to do a decent job, and he does go for the Bandit in the back right there, and now we can fully just kind of reset. So as long as I don't let him get a free pump on me, pretty much at all, I think we're going to be chilling. I'm going to go for the Log down low like this on top of the Heal Spirit and the Bandit and the Barbs, and that's going to be absolutely fine. I'm going to go for these Spears at the bridge, just keep the pressure on, not allow him to get a free pump off if he does want to go for one. And even if he does right here, he doesn't have Ghost in Cycle now, so I feel like that's the best response for him, besides Barbarians whenever I try and Miner on top of the pump. In these situations, but I'm just going to have my Miner ready. Should I predict it? Nah, I shouldn't. Like, I kind of want to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go for the Wall Breakers like this behind the Knight and just kind of see what he does. I'll go for the Miner Bats other lane just to be annoying. I'm also going to go ahead and Spear Goblins too in case he Heal Spirits or arrows. That's perfect. Now he's going to Ghost probably. No, he goes Bandit. Interesting. I might have spent a little bit too much. We'll see. I'm going to go for the Wall Breakers like this to pull that Bandit back and then Bats on top of the Archer Queen. I think we're chilling. Okay. Let's go Spears as well. Just force him to pop the ability kind of early and then Miner on top of his pump, Log on top of the Archer Queen. We should be okay. But yeah, this deck is so fast cycle, it's hard for me to even keep up with my commentary. I'm going to go for the Poison on top of that Elixir Collector since he does go for the Barbarians to protect it, and that's decent value even though he did catch the Miner at first. So I'm going to go for the wall breakers left lane. Evo Ghost comes down, but that should still be damage on the tower. Dude, Evo wall breakers are so broken still. I swear they cannot balance this card to save their life. There was like some video of the balance team talking today. I think it was maybe just Jewel Z, which is one of the head people that do the balances, about why cards get nerfed and why they don't. I haven't watched it yet. I probably will watch it at some point, but I'm interested to see what their take is, since obviously, I mean, it's no surprise the balance changes have been really bad the last, like, just forever. And it's just been causing the game to be even less and less popular. Man, Clash Royale was making like crazy amounts of money in the last summer, and now we're here and it's like probably at the lowest it's been in multiple years, which is crazy to think about. But you know, money's not everything in life, but of course for like a game, I kind of think that is the way to judge if it's doing well or not, or people are liking it or enjoying what you're doing. And I think we can tell it's not the case right now, at least for the last decent amount of time frame in this game. But just gonna go for the poison on the barbs and the archer queen, go for the log as well in a second here. Just make sure everything gets taken out. I'm gonna spears the bridge just to be a nuisance. He might pump up again. He does actually go for the pump right as I say that. Now, there's only a minute and 8 seconds left. I'm still going to miner this pump just to be annoying. He does go for the bandit. That's completely fine with me. Now, for a minute, we just need to defend. We're going to be down a lot of elixir, obviously, with the lack of being able to kill both those pumps, and they actually get some decent value here. He's going to go for the heal spirit plus the arrows. I can spears up top and then miner on the tower. Just stay a little bit aggressive. I'm going to poison as well. Maybe this is too much. Yeah, I actually regret my decision, but since we have this bomb tower down already, I think we're still fine either way. Plus, of course, that Evo wall breakers is so broken on defense that it just kind of bails us out of situations that we shouldn't be bailed out of. And of course, we can let that ram connect and go for the knight. So yeah, really just awesome defensive gameplay, and bomb tower just clutching up for us. In the current moment. So just going to go for the bomb tower again. We probably need to cycle back to another one here. I'm going to get a miner on defense and then just early poison for this archer queen, because I don't want to deal with it, and hopefully these you know, that heal spirit can also die and I don't have to worry about that queen, and we can just focus on this left hand side spam. So yeah, he doesn't even choose to ability with that queen on the right hand side, so I can just poison, predict bats onto whatever he wants to play. It's probably going to be nothing. I'm going to go for the log as well, then go for the miner all the way in the back, just because, you know, a little bit of extra damage never hurt nobody. We can spears and then that's game over. Really good game again, just pretty good defense the whole match, and applied the right amount of pressure, didn't allow him to get too many pumps on the map, and the ones he did finally keep alive were like 30% health and didn't matter that much. So nice win right there. Okay, here we go in the next match against this person with the no name, which is kind of crazy. I'm gonna go for the bats first play and just see how he wants to react. Nothing from him. Oh, never mind, I lied. Goblin gang comes down, so I'm just gonna go log on top of that, and then I have my spears to play next. He goes for the skeleton barrel, so I'll just get the spear goblins down on top of that pretty quickly. Okay, so looks like it's going to be mortar bait probably with the first 2 cards, or maybe recruits. Dude, I'm not going to lie, I actually would love to face recruits right now, because we have good counters to recruits all the way across the board, and that would be pretty epic. So he goes for the mortar. Oh man, I was hoping it was recruits, but unfortunately it's not the case. That's still fine. I think mortar will be a little interesting depending on the variation that he has. If he has a cannon card, it's going to be kind of hard to deal with, but other than that, the cards that are usually in mortar decks aren't going to be that big of a problem for this deck, because we have good responses. I'm going to go for the bomb tower down low, just to clean up that Ice Wizard and that Skeleton King as well, which is pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and let that die out too. Not going to spend any more elixir that we don't need to spend, and just be careful. So I know single elixir mortar is usually one of the better single elixir decks, but I think we have enough of a fast cycle to keep up with what he's trying to do. Let's go ahead and poison that early on top of the Skeleton Barrel, and then I'm going to wall breakers too. Did I even need that? Nah, I don't think I needed that, but it's fine. I mean, we're going to play them at the bridge eventually anyway, so it's not the end of the world. I definitely could have played them split and probably provided a little bit more pressure, but it is what it is. I'm going to go for these spears. Oh my gosh, my finger just slipped. Oh, that was the worst timing ever. It's fine though, because the Ice Wizard, well, it does actually take all 3 of them out. I thought it wasn't going to take out that last one, but it got that last second shot. Why doesn't my Ice Wizard do that ever? I swear. Let's go for the bomb tower like this in the middle. And yeah, like I was kind of expecting, another mortar comes down from him. So what I'm going to do is go for the bats early like this. And then I'm going to miner actually and not go for my poison yet. I'm going to poison now for the minions. Oh, we get the Goblin Gang in there too. Mortar connects to my tower here for sure. Yeah, it does for 1 shot. That's my bad, but it doesn't even matter because we have such a huge counter push with these Evo bats. As you can tell, Evo bats are the MVP of this deck, and the wall breakers. Just having 2 very cheap Evos that you can cycle to very quickly just make this deck even more annoying. And of course, a broken hero with the Hero Knight. I still think Hero Knight ability is like one of the more broken ones. Definitely not up there with like Marcher and the what the heck got released recently. I can't even remember what the card is. What was the card that got released that was broken with a hero mechanic? Why can't I remember? I low-key have dementia. I'm gonna go for the Spear Goblins. I probably play against it like 10 times a day, and I can't remember what card I'm thinking of. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down the Knight. in the back like this. Oh, the bowler. Duh, the bowler. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, surely I can remember this. I play this game every day of my life. But just going to go for the bomb tower like this. I wonder if I am going to have, like, terrible memory when I'm older, like, genuinely. It might be GG's for me, but just going to go log like this and then miner. Oh, my goodness, this is an awkward defense here. I don't have any good splash damage. That is the one kind of bad part about this deck is you do lack splash damage. That was a really bad push by him, in my opinion, because he pretty much just fed me a massive log right there, and also my Evo Bat's got about 50 elixir value, so I will definitely take that interaction in that situation as well. That was perfect for me. I'm going to go ahead and drop down my bomb tower early on top of this skeleton barrel. Now, any mortar he plays is probably going to be opposite lane from this point on, I would guess, if he's smart, because, of course, he doesn't want to give me any more poison value than, like, a minions or something like that. So I'm going to go for the bats and the spears as well on this left-hand side, and go for the miner too, to just be annoying. Is he back to Goblin Gang? He is, so I'm going to go for the log and then bomb tower early. We actually get the Ice Wizard in that log, which doesn't really change much, I guess. We'll go for the bats as well. Oh, man, look at my hand for this. We got to get back to our log for this skeleton barrel, or we will lose this game swiftly. I'm going to log as well, and now the minions come down. Okay, this is getting a bit sketchy. I got to go for the poison as soon as I can on top of these minions, and then that skeleton king should die as well. Pretty much a waste of an ability, because I already had the poison dropped. Yeah, he doesn't even get a single hit from the skeletons of that not giant skeleton, skeleton king. So I'm going to go for the minor wall breakers again. I'm also going to log because why not? There's the mortar. I'm going to spears to make sure that does not connect on my tower, and the bats clean up. Dude, Evo bats have been carrying me this match genuinely on the defensive end. So another skeleton barrel comes down. I'm going to go for the bomb tower here and just take our time. Let's go for the knight in the back. Skeleton King does come down all the way, so it's going to be another big push. I'm going to go for the early wall breakers, and then I'm going to poison as well, just to get that cannon card off the map and not allow him to get infinite value out of that. He fireballs my tower in a knight? Really? I feel like that might be the worst play he could have done in this situation, because it just pretty much alleviated all the pressure he had by wasting a fireball on a card that it doesn't do anything against, really. So I'm going to go for the poison on the tower again, get that extra bit of damage, and I think we have enough damage now to where if I just defend, we should be fine, but one more miner wouldn't hurt. Let's go for the spears down low. Maybe I can get back to another miner poison if I really need to, but don't look like, it doesn't look like I need to. I'm going to go for the bats and the bomb tower as well, and then we can just go ahead and poison on defense at the bridge to make sure nothing gets through, even though we pretty much have it locked down even without the poison. But yeah, it's going to be game over. We played that one pretty well, I would like to say. Not really any big mistakes. I mean, that one push got a little bit of damage, but other than that, nothing crazy, and we are going to secure this victory. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. As always, make sure you leave a like, and this guy's laughing as well. But make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, and so, of course, subscribe if you're new, and enjoy the butch clip at the end of this. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.